Welcome to your energy update with the angels. I'm Devon, Duerr, angel intuitive and spiritual teacher. The overall energy right now is asking you to look around and see where you might be feeling bored or you might have some missed opportunities. The angels are asking you to open your eyes to new possibilities. We're going to dive deeper into these angel messages here in just one moment. But first, I want to give you a pocket affirmation that is customized to the energy in this guidance to help you activate this guidance right now. So I'd like to invite you to put in the comments below the following pocket affirmation. I easily recognize new possibilities. I easily recognize new possibilities. Okay, so that's affirming this very first message from the angels where they're telling us, you know what? You might not be seeing where there's a window open for you to change something, to shift something. I was tripping over my words there. I apologize. By the way, what do you think of my new hair? I'd love to hear in the comments. It's not my new hair. This is my original hair. I'm going back to my roots. My friend Scott Cruz, psychic medium, who works with me on our Monday night shows, Leading Out Loud, LOL, he had a vision of me going back to my roots, and I used to wear my hair this way all the time. I don't know. Anyways, I digress. I want to know what you think because I'm getting used to using it. It feels like it's in my eyes right now. But I do love it. It's so nice to go back to my roots. And actually, I think that's one of those opportunities right there that the angels are talking about. That's why they wanted me to ask you, where is there an opportunity to simplify things, to go back to your roots, to feel like you are back in your authentic self, which we actually have some perfect guidance coming up for that. So I love the way the angels will give me little things to say and then it totally aligns with the messages. So what is that for you? What came up when you thought to yourself, when you heard that, where is there an opportunity for me to go back to my roots? What was the first thing that came to mind for you? Let me know in the comments. And by the way, thank you to my subscribers for always being here. I love you so much. Let me know how you're doing. All right, so the big challenge the angels see that we are feeling right now is that we are wanting to just have the end of something that is challenging for us. We are just waiting to get that news that, we're done with that. Maybe you're waiting to take a vacation. Maybe you're waiting to finish a project. Maybe there are things that just have not come into alignment yet where you could just be done with that. Well, that's probably why they're asking you to say, hey, like, where could you simplify? Maybe there's a chance you're over complicating something. Complicating something. I guess it could be over complimenting where you're telling yourself, oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And it's not really fine. That's over complimenting, right? Too. We'll trust whatever words are coming through from the angels here. Thank you, angels. Just a quick reminder here. I do always say a prayer protection, making sure that I only connect with the highest vibrational beings. I am so aware that that is an important crucial boundary we set. So if you are somebody who's looking to connect with your higher self, with your intuitive abilities, please understand how important it is to say that prayer protection. Now, that's not meant to put any fear in there. I just want to remind you of that. It's really easy to assume some intuitive message we're getting is from our higher self or from our guardian angels or from a passed away loved one. But did you actually set the right boundaries and did you check in with your internal guidance to make sure that felt right to you? Because I know there are energies out there that will just want to get a little playful and try to say things to divert you from your path, be a distraction. And we want to avoid that because here's what's going on for you behind the scenes. You have so much energy that's available for you if you will confidently accept these new opportunities. They want you to trust in your ability to move forward. So all of this is linking up right away from this very, very first message they had for us about where are you ignoring an opportunity or where can you just look at things differently? You know, I love that line from The Sound of Music. If you ever saw that movie, oh my gosh, Julie Andrews, I watched that on repeat all over and over and over as a kid. I was singing with her in the hills. But there's a line in there where Mother Superior, the nun, says, or maybe it's she who says it. I don't know. You can correct me in the comments if you'd like to. I love hearing corrections, especially from my Virgos. I know you're out there. But basically, you know, she says, whenever the Lord closes a door somewhere, he opens a window. And actually, it might have been Maria that says that. But it's so true. It's like, okay, if something happens that you feel blocked, there is a window. Now, it might be small. You might have to push it open. You might have to crawl through it. It might not be that comfortable. but it's an opportunity. So that's what they're really asking you to do here with this current energy. And remember, I also say that prayer protection, asking that these messages find you at the time they are in the highest interest of you to find them, but they're also protected in this prayer protection. So you can come back and listen to this video a week from now, a year from now, 3 years from now. I do that all the time. I listen to my old angel messages and something will stick out. And it's because the angels know when you're going to hear these messages, they are highly efficient in that manner. All right, so one of the things they also want to commend you for is for looking to see where good luck is on your side, where things are evolving. So even though you might feel a little stuck, they do see where you've been looking for things to turn positive. Maybe you've been working on changing your thought process to be more positive? Have you caught yourself in a negative mindset and now you're working to make it more positive? Or are you stuck in a situation that you know you just have to endure for a little while longer? Maybe you put your 2 weeks notice in with your job. Maybe you know you have to finish that semester of college before you can take that trip you want to take. Whatever it is for you, you're enduring that in a positive attitude because you're going, okay, this will come to an end and things will be better. And the reason they want to commend you on that is because right now, at the time you're hearing these messages, they want to tell you, job well done. There is something you have done a really great job working on, and they are so proud of you. So have you been working on your spiritual practice? Have you been working on that positive mindset? Have you been working on surrounding yourself with people who have your highest interests at heart? You know, of course, we want to have their highest interests at heart too. The angels always want us to have win-win situations with people in our lives, but we all also want to be careful to see where are we surrounding ourselves with energies that might be draining us, and where are we ensuring that we are surrounding ourselves with energies that are high vibration, that are supporting us, and that we can support others as well. Because we're always being asked to remember to activate that giving and receiving cycle. So that's going to be really important to remember with this energy too. Because coming up very soon, you might find some people coming into your life with some really great advice for you. And they're asking you to open your heart and your mind. Now, of course, we're always going to check in with our intuition. We don't want to fall for the first sales gimmick. We don't want to put ourselves in a place where maybe things are not the highest energy and we could get taken advantage of. But if there's somebody coming into your life soon, or if you notice someone in your life, or just even new information, this could be somebody coming onto your spiritual team. They're telling me for some of you, maybe you're looking to work with a new ascended master. Maybe you're looking to work with a new archangel that you haven't really worked with before. They want you to open your heart and your mind to those around you. Also, another way to do this is to activate again that giving and receiving cycle, like they said, with charity work. So maybe there's a skill you have that you can go offer in return for something. The angels always want us to remember how important it is, though, to own our worth. And so if you are going to offer something for someone else, look to see where there's some energy coming back. It may not come directly from that person, but maybe you're giving to an organization that is also going to ultimately be an amazing thing to have on your resume, or you're going to be able to meet people there who can help you along your way. So look for that giving and receiving cycle. That is not selfish. One of my favorite quotes, my dad, was it my dad that told me? I can't remember now either too. Now I'm like misremembering movies and quotes from people, but I love the saying that being selfish is not doing what you want to do. So people think, oh, I'm being selfish because I'm doing what I want to do. Being selfish is when you expect other people to do things the way you want them to do them. That's the selfish part there, right? And so if we step back and we go, okay, I really want this out of this organization, or I really want to do this, that is not being selfish. And you are here because you are a light worker. You have natural born intuitive abilities. You don't have to have owned that yet. I can hear some of you going, what? No, I'm not a light worker. You are a light worker. You are guided to this video for a reason, and we are here to activate your abilities to a higher level. The angels are saying. Now, many of you also are very aware you are intuitive and you have these spiritual gifts. So we are all taking this to a new level. All ships rise with the tide. But the key here is to remember that a lot of us light workers tend to overgive. and we don't look to see where is the energy coming back to me, and then we get drained, we get burned out, we get ill. So they're really wanting to make sure that you don't fall into that trap that a lot of light workers do. In fact, you're going to get so much personal power from these intimate relationships that are going to a new level, especially if you can allow forgiveness or you can find a positive resolution to any kind of conflict you're having. But since they did say somebody new may be coming to your life, again, somebody to your spiritual team, maybe it's a mentor, maybe you're willing to be an apprentice to somebody so that you can learn the craft, and then in you being an apprentice, this person realizes how valuable they are and they hire you for a job or they recommend you for a job. Though that's going to be where your personal power is. So because that message is coming up right now about our personal power, I'm going to ask you to write another pocket affirmation in the comments below if you feel called to do. Of course, you never have to do this, but it does really help affirm the energy, and it's something you can always come back to and reuse anytime you want. So this is an even more simple pocket affirmation. I love me for me. Write that in the comments below. I love me for me. So remember I told you earlier when my friend Scott Cruz was telling me to go back to my roots, and I was like, oh, my hair roots. Like, I don't need to spend hours straightening it, blow drying it, ironing it, curling it, all these things. I can just let my hair be who it is. I love my hair for who it is. And that's what we're doing this pocket affirmation. So write that below. I love me for me, because these new relationships that are coming into your life are really going to help you only if you remain in your authentic self. If you start changing yourself to accommodate these people around you, that is not being at your roots. That is not being you for you. All right, so now one of the things I want you to know too about these new people coming into your life is there are going to be people who are going to help you get to the end of a difficult situation. So you remember earlier where they said we're feeling challenged, we're just so ready to be done with something, we're so ready for a vacation. Maybe there's something you've been trying to release from your daily habits. Look around you to see who's coming into your life. Maybe it's a health coach, maybe it's a spiritual coach, whoever that is for you. Look around. Check in with your intuition, but there is somebody available for you to help you take that little window of opportunity and turn it into huge double doors of opportunities, okay? Now, a big thing for you to be aware of too is do not allow yourself to fall into fear over new ideas. You are about to have some really great new ideas, or maybe you just did have a new idea, but it caused you to have to see the truth about something, like, okay, this just isn't working, right? We've had those situations before. I recently had a interesting visual the angels gave me where they showed me taking my hands and running them across my desk and wiping everything off my desk. And they said, go back to a clean slate. Now, it's a personal thing that was dealing with my own personal business, not relationships, but a business thing. And I really understood what they meant then, because they had been talking to me about not letting my past define me. And it was hard for me to figure out what they were talking about there, because I'm always asking, I'm always working on myself. I'm like, wait, what part of my past, right? I thought we healed that. I thought we cleared that, right? But then things will come up. And this is where they are talking about that as well. So there might be an opportunity for you to clear something away, go back to your roots, and then you see the truth. You see, oh, you know what? I was giving my power away to that relationship. I was giving my power away to that habit. I was giving my power away to that idea that I couldn't go as big as I wanted. So again, you will know what that is for you. I always encourage you to write these things down in your journal. Hindsight is one of the most powerful tools for deepening your trust in your connection with the angels, trust in your intuitive abilities, your spiritual team that's around you. So please write all these things down. Write down what's coming up for you. And then before we get to the end of this guidance, I will invite you to do one more pocket affirmation. Of course, you never have to do that. Just a quick reminder here, it's always so helpful if you could like and share these videos if they resonate with you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I am so honored to hear how you're doing, and thank you for being here. But let's do that one more pocket affirmation before we wrap up with the final guidance from the angels here. And this is going to seal in all of this guidance for the energy here at the time you're hearing these messages. This affirmation is, I accept the offers that are best for me. I accept the offers that are best for me. So again, that reminder that it is not selfish to do what your heart wants you to do. Now, we don't want to do it at the cost of hurting others. Of course, there's always a right way to do that where you can bring balance in, you can be compassionate, you can let people know, hey, this isn't working for me. You can have heart-to-heart conversations. But that really is an important piece of this here, because there are these opportunities available for you that you're just not seeing right now, because you might be stuck in a mindset. You might be stuck in this idea that you owe somebody. You might be stuck in the idea that it's selfish to do what your heart wants you to do. So I accept the offers that are best for me. That is not selfish to do, as long as we are not harming others along the way. So the final piece of guidance from the angels for this video is to remember that we can get swept up in the emotion and the romance of life if we allow it. Fall in love with your path. Fall in love with the journey. Fall in love with figuring out, if God closed that door, how are you going to fit through that window? What's a creative way to do it? Who can help you do it? I think that's going to be really valuable here too with this energy, if we remember that when we find the romance in the little things. Like, I love watching hummingbirds outside my window get something from the flowers. It's just, I could sit there for forever doing that. It's so luxurious. It doesn't cost me anything, and it does help me feel the romance of life. But then there's also the opportunity to get out there and do something fun, meet new people. Like I said, the angels are letting you know there are people there available to help you move through any challenge, see the way that you can open the doors to these new opportunities. Thank you so much for being here. And remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.